What's going on, Miss Joe? Okay. I got a jam pack.
Twin Randburn saying that the district is in compliance with engaging parents in their children's education. I'd like to thank the board for allowing us to come before you to present public comments on the Cowens case. This has been a long road, actually 62 years. On May 13, 2016, Judge Deborah Brown issued an opinion and order that considered all the viewpoints, all the facts, all the data, and the law in rendering her decision. Judge Brown's consolidation plan will lawfully address the needs of all students in the Cleveland School District. I want to urge the board to stop the appeals, stop the delays relative to desegregating the schools in the Cleveland School District. Your plan lost. You submitted 2 plans to the Justice Department and to the court. They considered yours as well as the plan that Judge Brown finally chose. Your plan will never achieve the tenets of Brown versus the Board of Education. It will not prepare our students for 21st century learning opportunities, and it will not prepare our students for success. It is time to move forward. Attorney Jacks has argued on behalf of the school district that we as parents just need to choose our school. Well, desegregating schools in the Cleveland School District is not as simple as choosing a school. It is my opinion that neither school choice provided by the district is lawful. At Eastside High School, for example, the Cleveland School District practices racial segregation and promotes black inferiority. At Cleveland High School, the district practices racial discrimination and promotes white superiority. Yes. Now, which one would you choose? As a parent in the Cleveland School District for 30 years, Attorney Jacks, I had no choice. I would choose neither school because neither provide the best educational opportunity not only for my children, but for none of the children in the Cleveland School District. It's time to move forward in addressing the needs of the most important piece of this puzzle, and that is our children. There's a lack of transparency in this district. We had to fight to get the opportunity to come before you to even be heard. We had to fight to get our concerns addressed. We had to fight to get our needs addressed. And for us to learn on September the 30th that you approved the plan to close the black schools while leaving the white schools open, I wouldn't say that's transparency at all. It's time to get honest with every single parent and every single stakeholder in the Cleveland School District. I've seen lots of news and publicity about attracting economic development to our city. Well, we can't attract economic development until we first address the needs of our schools, because schools bring the economic development. If you're not gonna build one high school, don't use money as an example, because you're spending thousands and thousands and millions of dollars on legal fees to Jamie Jackson, her firm, and every other consultant that comes in this district for this case. Don't use money as an excuse, because y'all dug up over build a wing onto Margaret Green when you just invested all that money over there on D.M. Smith and you told in your first plan that Eastside High School was the best school y'all had in the district. Yet you're going to board it up in favor of this fourth plan that y'all had in a secret meeting overnight. According to the U.S. Secretary, John B. King, he said, in America, opportunity can never be rationed. It cannot be a perk for some and denied to others. Opportunity must be available to all. Opportunity and education are not only the foundation of our economy, they are also the foundation of our democracy and the American way of life. It's time to desegregate the Cleveland School District in Cleveland, Mississippi now by implementing Judge Deborah M. Brown May 13th Order and Consolidation Plan. I do appreciate your consideration, I appreciate your attention, and I look forward to working with you as we bring our community together in a unified fashion to do what's in the best interest of every single student in the Cleveland School District. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Ned Tolliver.
Good afternoon. I'm Ned Tolliver. I spent about 50 years in this district. I was an instructor of this district for 29 years prior to actually going to principalship in a couple other districts. I was amazed when I saw on CNN and the other papers, and I had friends that called me from all over the state, United States. And they were wondering what kind of system that we actually run in here, since I worked in here for so long. And I can run it down to you because I stayed here for a long time. I saw a lot of things actually exist. But when they talk about closing Eastside and D.M. Smith, and I worked at that Eastside for all of those years. And it was good enough for all of the teachers and all of the students, and a little later be all that want to come in period. I just couldn't hold my peace. To see something of this magnitude take place. I'm a high taxpayer. I want to fight a bit of poverty. And I can speak for a lot of individuals. We in terms don't mind paying taxes for our children. Although most mind the room, but I don't mind paying taxes for them. But for court fees and lawyer fees, whoa, that is just, out of our ballgame. When you're talking about close Eastside, forget about our culture, our history, our love for our community, our dedication, our understanding and personality of our people. This is really bad. And to do something 50 years ago and come back and do the same thing this time, two wrongs don't make no right. We are at social stagnation. You double down on anthropocentrism. That we in terms have one race superior, supposed to be for another. These children are looking at this And they wondering what our leaders are doing. You are painting a dark picture for Cleveland School District for the future of our children. Now, back in those days, look, we're not in the 19th century anymore. We're in the 21st century. You got to understand that the future of these children do not rely on our old mind of 50, 60 years ago. You know, I was principal, and I taken a course at Delta State, and we was in a leadership area where that we in turns went around and looked at all of the schools and just see how they operate and see the things that they were actually doing. Ooh, Cleveland so far behind. And I advise this board to take a visit. You don't have to go that far. Go right over to Grenada. Go right to Tupelo. Man, it's much different in this district in day and night. And I'm just saying that let's stop sleeping. Let's stop putting off. Let's not stop wasting taxpayer money. If you can't build a state-of-the-art school, then let's don't add on for old buildings. This is ridiculous that our mind is so close we can't see trees for the forest. This is very important that I want you to understand. That I look at all these children, and I looked at everywhere. Because I told you I got a chance to visit a lot of schools, black and white. It's so good working together. Parents get out of the way.
Yes.
And just let them come on.
Yes.
See, they forget about all this crap, about race. I don't see no race. I see people.
That's it.
And this is the way it's supposed to be. All of us. And I said this, it's two things that we teach you, whether you dead or alive. And that's pain and joy. Pain teach you how to live, joy makes you want to live. Thank you. You have 10 minutes.
Praise God.
Thank you.
I call on the board to repeal, rescind their appeal to Judge Brown, May 13th court order. And the reason why I asked that, number one, just over the last 2 days, we got a signature of those 600 people who oppose the fourth plan that you all are proposing today. And I'm pretty sure a lot more are coming along. We should rescind that appeal. Number one is because of money. We have spent, at an average over the, from 2014 up until this school year, will be over $1 million. About $300-some thousand going to Jackson, Louisiana. And so we're wasting taxpayers' money. And the worst part about it, the stakeholders don't have a voice in how the money is being spent. So we're wasting money. Second one is we're wasting time. The time that we are using for appealing and playing games and filing motions and spending money is time that we could be spending reconciling, bringing these communities together, preparing for 2017. And thirdly, I think it is real important is that the more we are appealing and going down this road that you all are going down, the higher the wall of distrust y'all are building. The harder you're gonna make for us to have a joyful reconciliation. So we'll have consolidation, but there won't be no reconciliation because you guys go build and destroy that opportunity. Thank you for the opportunity.